Hi everyone, St. Croix Festival Theater Arts Education Director Brooke Smith here. What's going on? How are you doing? I'm just kidding. I know we're talking through the computer. You can't answer me. Anyway, I've been spending a lot of time inside, which I would guess you have too. So today we are going to be working on a little indoor project. We are going to be making fake eyeballs. Now, I have a couple of things here that are going to help us make fake eyeballs. I actually learned how to do this on the internet as well, and I will link that video somewhere around here. I don't know how to edit videos yet, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, so we need a couple of materials to make our fake eyeballs. The first thing, very important, this is Polymorph plastic. You'll see it when I have it in just a moment, but it's little plastic beads that melt in hot water and then they join together and they can make a little eyeball. You can also do this with white clay. So you don't need polymorph plastic, but it's very cheap on eBay or Amazon or anywhere else you can find it online. So that's polymorph plastic. We also have clear nail polish, a pair of scissors, some string. This is actually embroidery floss, red embroidery floss, but you can do string, you can do yarn, you can do whatever. This was just the cheapest at Walmart. I also have a chopstick left over from when we had sushi the other night, supporting small business, and some eyeballs from the internet. In the way of things you have to sort of prepare, I have one mug of cold water and a bowl full of hot water. I just ran this through the Keurig, but if you don't have a Keurig or a coffee maker, just turning on your tap to hot and pouring water in there should be fine. And this is everything that I have. Wow, it's all there. Look at my things. Wow. Alright, so we're going to be making a fake eyeball. To do that, I'm going to take my polymorph plastic and open it up. I am just going to take a handful. I don't need very many, and I hope I don't spill them because they're very tiny. You can see they're just little drops like that. I'm spilling them. It's okay. I'm going to put it in my bowl of hot water. And now I'm going to wait until all of the little plastic beads turn clear. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's my bowl. They're white right now, and I want them to be clear. So now, we wait. They're all clear now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our chopstick. You can also use a pencil if you have a pencil, or really just anything that's long and straight that you can fish this out with. So I'm going to take it in here. I'm going to grab some of these and get them out. That's kind of a lot, but that's all right. We'll just have a big eyeball. Then I'm going to let it cool for just a minute because it's going to be hot to touch. So I take it. I'm going to take it in my hand. I'm being careful because it is a little hot. I'm going to shape it into an eyeball. Great. I've got it in basically a round eyeball shape. So I'm going to take my mug of cold or room temperature now, probably, water. I'm going to look at it one more time, make sure it's the shape that I want it to be. Once more. Sure, that looks like an eyeball. And I'm going to dump it in here to cool. Now we get to wait again. So eventually it will turn white, and that is what we are waiting on. So that's almost done. While it's finishing up and hardening just a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and cut the iris out for my fake eyeball. So I have just these I found on the internet for free. You can just look them up, print them out, super easy. They had a whole sheet of them. Today I'm going to do a fun one. I think I'm going to do the purple iris. So we're going to cut that out now. Ta-da! Our little purple iris that we can use on our fake eyeball. I'm going to give it just another minute to sit and solidify so that it is ready to go. And it's Done! You can see it's gotten pretty white and pretty hard in most places. I don't see any weak spots, which is great. It's sort of warped a little bit, but that's okay. We're not going to be able to tell. It will still be an eyeball. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my clear nail polish. I got this for like 98 cents at Walmart, and I'm going to cover all of my eyeball with it. Your hands might get a little messy for this part, so if you'd like to put on gloves, any sort will do. That works too. Now once I get a pretty even covering on it, it's going to get very shiny. I'm going to take the little iris that I cut out earlier, and I'm just going to stick it on what I think is the front of the eyeball. Make sure we get a nice good stick there. Yay, my little purple iris. Then I'm going to take my clear nail polish and do another coat. Now, as you're doing it, your iris might stick up off your eye a little. If you're wearing gloves, this is easier. I'm not, but it's all right. I've got nail polish remover. You can just take your finger and press it down so that it sticks to your eyeball. Great. Now let's do another coat. Awesome. It's getting very shiny, as you can see. Now what really is going to make your eyeball stand out are the little veins that you have in your eye. And that's what we have, our embroidery floss or thread or yarn or whatever you have. So when I do it, I like to cut off a piece of my embroidery floss and then tear it apart a little because it's just got a whole lot of different threads in there. Ta-da! So I can tear those apart until right now I've got two. Great. And then I just take the floss and just rough it up a little on the edge of my scissors so it looks like little tiny veins that are in your eyeballs. So you can see they're just like little eyeball veins. And then I'm going to do another coat of nail polish on my eyeball, and then I can stick my little veins on everywhere. There's my little veiny eyeball. I'm just going to take a second just to snip the ends off of my strings right here so they're not all hanging down. Great. Now I'm going to take a second to add one last coat of clear nail polish to my eyeball. And there you have it, a little fake eyeball that you can use for a murder mystery play or for just some kooky special effects makeup or to just fool your friends that you popped your eyeball out. Thank you all so much for watching. We miss you so much and we'll be so excited when we can see you at the theater again soon.